So for this February reading, gaze at the four piles and pick the card that you are drawn to the most to receive a message about the month of February. Use your discernment to determine which information applies to you the most. So for pick a card, pile number 1, for the first pick a pile reading for the month of February, I first see an image of a sledgehammer. I then get the sense that there is a lot of noise around you. For some, it might actually be physical noise, but for others it is more so emotional noise, coming from either within you or outside of you. Either way, my guides are giving me an image of you going out into a forest and connecting to a tree. You can take the essence of the tree either by taking a picture or image in your mind's eye, and after you can symbolically take an image or imprint of the piece of the forest and that particular tree or the trees, and keep it with you as you will go about your day. Return to this image, or actually return physically to the peaceful forest often, either in your mind or in person. I also get an additional message that you should focus on your heart, either your physical heart or your etheric emotional heart, since they are both connected. Every day, probably in the morning, place your hand on your heart and breathe either pink or red or some shade in between these two hues that you are intuitively drawn to put into your heart, and put the energy of that color that you visualize into your heart organ at both the physical and the emotional level. And say, I love you, about 8 times when doing this exercise. This will help heal your soul and your emotional body as well. For pick a card, pile number 2, I get an image of a dog chasing its tail. When I ask what the symbolism is of this image, I hear the words anger, and anger at not catching what you are after. You feel like you are stuck in a repetitive feedback loop where you feel that you can never get what you truly want. Even worse, when you actually do get what you want or are close to getting it, it never seems satisfying or good enough. The guides are saying it is not necessary that you can't get what you want, but maybe you don't know that you can get what you want, and maybe you don't know what it is that you want in the first place. The guide suggests sitting down, writing down what you actually want, and then writing down 3 reasons why you want each items that you do want. This will help to reconnect yourself with your why and create your goals in a more realer way in your mind when you connect to why you actually want them in the first place. Once you have created and connected with what you want within yourself, it will easily show up in your outer world, and also in a more satisfying way now that you've actually connected to the why you wanted it in the first place. For pile number 3, I see an image of a woman. She is hiding something under a flowy black robe or dress. I get the word gift, which leads me to believe that the theme of gifts and giving will be a part of your February. People who pick this pile may in some cases be receiving some sort of large or small gift, or they may feel the need to give a gift to someone in February. Some may feel guilty about receiving from others, while some may, at some level, want to push gifts away because of a sense of unconscious or subconscious undeserving that they have in their mind, and this sense of undeserving, that they are unworthy of good things and freebies from the universe. So your affirmation for this February is, I deserve to receive all the universe has to offer. Another affirmation you could say is, my flow of giving and receiving is in perfect harmony with universal law. And another affirmation you could say is, the karmic flow of the universe always has a plan and always balances injustices. For pick a card pile number 4, for card reading number 4, I see an industrious squirrel saving up nuts for the winter. I get the feeling that right now you really want to prepare and really want to gain control of your life through responsibility saving and other sort of conservatory practices. Your guides praise your newfound, or maybe newfound responsible attitude, and although you may fear that you have gone overboard or maybe a bit neurotic, the guides say that even if this over responsibility and saving is or is not needed, it provides a sense of security and safety in your life. And you are allowed to control your environment and create as much safety and security that you see fit. In a lot of ways, this could be considered a healthy thing. They also say the words, everything has a season. Everything has a season. And you could relax a little and flow with the particular season that you are in. And know that you will always somehow be taken care of.